Hey guys, this is Garies. Welcome back to another episode of Survival Done. We're back here in Feed the Beast and we are still continuing with our massive tree build. So I extended this little branch over here a little bit, but I started running out of conduits, especially the energy conduits, and I needed to go and get gold. So I went on a little mining expedition down in our mining strip mining setup over down there. And unfortunately I couldn't find any gold, strangely. So I just went into a direction and I got to a whole cave system underground, and I found a mine shaft and with 3 chests. So that's a third chest that I couldn't finish out or empty out. So I marked it to go back at a later stage. So this was basically the yield getting from that. I got a couple of diamonds as well. Some redstone and some lapis and some Certus quartz as well, and also the charged ones. I think only like 3 or 4, I'm not sure. So yeah, we started moving all our stuff to the tree on the other side. So I want to take our automatic production chest as well, but I needed some space, and I thought let me show you guys that before I just start processing. Just show you guys what I got for almost 3 stacks of iron and gold. So I moved it a little bit so that we have a little bit more space. So I'm going to bring a fence around here, around there, and then finally to here. So I want to have cables on the backside of this as well, so that it connects to each other. For all the capacitors that we're going to dump in here. So unfortunately at the moment we're still running with this setup, the sag metal alloy combination. This will be our slice and splice. I couldn't get that name. Excuse me. Machine going, and then over here we are going to have our what's it called? Soul binder. Going to stand here, and this is our manual alloy smelter setup thingy. So let's dump in this. I want to go with gold first, because that's the thing I need the most of at this precise moment. So let's put in gold, and then it goes, and then we can put in the rest. Okay, so this will all double for us like nobody's business, and I want to set up the Stirling generator to start using all the wood we are getting from our tree farm. Let me show you guys the tree farm quickly. I added the hose setup. Okay, so the hoe is over here. This is making hoe, and this is where I said we're going to put the saplings in. But unfortunately, we're getting less saplings than we are using. So that's a bummer, especially from this system. But it's okay, we're only doing this for the leaves at the moment. This is how our filter looks, the shears, axe, the hoe, and the dark saplings. Brown and brown, and unfortunately, it's filled with dark oak. So, which isn't actually really bad, but in the greater scheme of things, we are running full with wood. I put in a couple of upgrades here, diamond upgrades. So I think since we got a couple of diamonds now, I think I'm going to add a little bit more. I can't remember how many stacks it is. Is it 1,500 stacks, and we only had 64 stacks? No, I think that then we're good. No, we're definitely good. Okay, so let me quickly sleep. Okay. So I just quickly want to get a filter, then we'll do some magic with all that wood that's coming out, all these dark oak wood. If we do need, so even if it uses up all that wood, we still have this, so I think we'll be okay. And I'm not going to put in some of the stacks at this moment of the saplings, because I want to let the wood go first. Where's wrong chest? Where's the filters? Basic filters. Okay. I'll show you just now what's going up on there. I just want to finish this first. Okay, so we have Where is the generator? Over there. So let's destroy that one. Okay, that's actually going to be difficult. So there we go. So in here we're going to have insert. We're going to say only that. Okay. Insert and extract and insert. No, not extract. Of course, this is a generator. So you're just going to use wood as power fuel source. Why not? Let's destroy these blocks. Then we can close that off. Okay, that looks good. Lucky for a jetpack. Okay, so you're producing more power. So even if it's nighttime and our solar panels does not produce, we'll have something to do with the wood that's being generated down here. So it will automatically pull the wood from here, as you can see already. We've been pulling out or withdrawing some wood. Yeah, so that's good. So let's go dump this in this chest or crate over here. Okay, let me go show you what's going on in there, then we'll get to today's planning. So over here is our power gen. Yes, there will be some combust. I was thinking that this will be our everyday use machines, like the slice and spice machine, the what's it called, the cell binder. I'm going to favorite that. Oh, to favorite things, just press A, and you can press A again to take it away as well. Okay, so the cell binder needs to come here, and maybe I should expand this tree a little bit, and then I can maybe put these machines over here, because only will be like 2 or 3. And then on this side we'll have our combustion generators maybe. At the moment we're just using a Stirling generator. Looks like its internal buffer is picking up, so that's good. Actually not, because we want to use some of this, so maybe I should disconnect the solar panels a little bit, just for a bit. Well, you're processing some gold for us, so that's good. Okay, let's get to the next branch in a row. So this is where our original sleeping chamber was, or sleeping room, or whatever you want to call it. So over here we are going to have some machines. So you see, this is where I ran out of the energy conduit. Ooh, now I don't have any blocks to explain what I'm doing. Let's get some. Okay, got some blocks. So, okay, over here, like we have down there, we have the mill, the sag mill, and the alloy smelter combination to process our ores. Currently it's having a backlog and so on, but once we go to automated mining, we are going to have a dedicated sag mill and alloy combo per resource. So what we're going to do is here is on the pillar coming up, so we just need power also coming. There will be a sag mill at the top, alloy smelter at the bottom, so it will insert the resources at the top and pull them out at the bottom, and then it will take them to our storage. Okay, and it's exactly the same thing over here. Okay, mill at the top, alloy smelter at the bottom. Same here, and then here, here, here. So they will run like this, paired to each other. One for each resource, and if I'm not mistaken we have enough. So I believe it's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oops, 10, 11, 12. So that works out perfectly for this branch. So it's not too big and too long. Those ones are obviously going to extend a lot. So that's a plan for what's going to happen here, but I just laid it out so long because I want a thin type of branch next, because that's a little bit thick, stubby one, and that one is becoming stubby as well with the expansion to the sides, as you can see. So you should maybe make it a little bit longer, just have some leaves at the end or something, but we'll see. So this is what's going to happen here. We'll still see what we're going to do on the other branches of the tree. Pick that one up. No, bunch fell properly. Okay, so let's get back to today's episode. So we need to get a powered spawner going because I need a bunch of Enderman head. Because Enderman head is used for a bunch of stuff. Let me show you a use. Okay, so we need it for a powered spawner. Okay, well, it can be either made for that, but for a soul binder we need a head for one. So that's our first goal, is to get one Enderman head so that we can get the soul binder. Okay, slice and spice machine uses anyone. Let's see what else. That's any head, I believe. And then we need it for this resonators. Okay, let me show you what we use this for. So this is for the inventory charges that we want to make. Okay, and for wireless charging, etc., and dimensional transceivers. This is what we're going to be bargaining on. A dialing device and powered 5. So yes, and sentient one we use. I can't remember what we use that for, but anyway. So as you can see, we need some Enderman. So the first spawner we're going to make is a Enderman spawner. So what I did is, when I finally got one or two Endermen going out in the world, I got to capture a few of them. So 3 of them, so we can use them, one of them at least, for one of a spawner. You need to use this. Let's see, Enderman. So here's, why is it 2 different ones? So as you can see, you use Enderman with a broken spawner, and we get a Enderman broken spawner, which we use in a soul binder, which we need to craft now to get. No, wait, that's where we use it. Then we use the broken spawner with, well, it says that if you hover over it, powered spawner. Upgrade with, this one is already powered. Enderman. No. Let's just get to a normal powered spawner. That says all the information. So if you go to powered spawner, so it says combine with a broken spawner in an anvil. So this is an empty one. So once we combined the Enderman head with a broken spawner, we can get broken spawners everywhere. So just look for another spawner out in the world. Over there is a cave spider spawning system, so we might as well go over there and go hunt them over there. Okay, so I need to now hunt for Enderman. So once I get one head, we'll start by making a soul binder, and then we can make a consequent items. So unfortunately we now have to wait for dark, which is coming, and then we can go hunt some Enderman. So I won't bore you with that part, so give me a minute or two and I'll bring you back once I've gotten a head, and I'll craft this off cam. So let me show you quickly. So we need one of each head. I do believe I have. I was very careful not to use all of them. Yes, one of each at least. Okay, and then we just need the Enderman head. We have solarium ingots and soul machine chassis. Solarium ingots, and we have, well, we have soul attuned dye blend, and we have the normal chassis. So this one we need to combine a simple one with a soul attuned one. So that and this, then we can get our soul machine chassis, and then we can make it. And then we'll make a power spawner. Any head will do. So it's electrical steel, a Z logic controller, which we showed you in the last one. vibrant crystals, and another cell machine. So we'll make 2 of those, and then I'll bring you back once we've made this. Okay, so I'll bring you back in a sec. Okay, I finally got to go down to that marker that we made with the chest. I got the loot, so showing you what we got, and I got the cave spider spawner. I got the Enderman soul vial, I got the soul binder, and I got the powered spawner. So let's start combining these things. This capacitor. Oh, I looked wrongly into this one. That increase energy storage and speed. That's not the description of the individual capacitors, and usually there's not a single capacitor that's a duplicate. So interesting. So it's in the flavor text is a hint of what it does. So this one says this nice insatiable enhanced capacitor is a property of Randolph the Tinkerer. Unauthorized removal is unauthorized. So that nice insatiable enhanced capacitor is the clue, but I can't remember what that one does. This one says if you had to describe this, premium insatiable wonder capacitor would be a bad name. So I think this one means it's not a good one, because it says it would be a bad name. So it's usually in a description, but let's see. Okay, so there's the slice and spice, so let's put the soul binder next to it. Let's see if this one does anything. Okay, so that holds 720. Oh wow, that's actually good. Versus this one, that's 1,000 versus 300,000. Just want to see again. 720,000. Yes, that's a very good one. Okay, and then the power spawner we have to combine. Oh, and we got another drill core, which we won't use at this moment. So I'm going to use a double layer on this machine. I wanted to use a basic capacitor, then I saw we got this nice one. So let's quickly combine. So it needs the soul vial, and this one, it uses 8 XP. It uses excuse me, it uses the XP that you have in your inventory. Or you can automate it, obviously, with piping. It can pull from a tank that has liquid XP in it, etc. But if you don't have that set up, it just uses your XP, and it actually calculates it properly. It doesn't just take out 8 levels of XP. It actually uses the amount of XP it needs. And it looks like even with this decent capacitor, it still takes some time. This usually takes quite a while. How are we doing for power? I don't know why this one doesn't get so much power. I know the conduits itself stores a bunch of power as well, so I'm thinking it's draining the power from the conduits. Maybe not. Okay, so we have an empty soul vial, and then we have an Enderman broken spawner. Now we have to combine these two. I just want to say, it took me almost 2 hours, no wait, over 2 hours to get one Enderman head. So that's why I want a spawner. I almost, one of the players on the server knows I was looking for, oh, there's skeleton skulls, knows that I've been looking for Enderman, and they almost gave me some skulls, and I was about to do that, but unfortunately they mentioned that they had the mining world set up, so I could go there. So that was awesome. So it's a flat world, so it's not all the trees and stuff. So I eventually found the Enderman over there. So power spawner and that 16. So we need a little bit of XP. So let me go grab XP in our skeleton spawner, because that's going to be 2 levels. And that's over here. So basically we just have to stand still here for a couple of seconds, wait for a bunch of skeletons to spawn, and then we'll go grab them. Okay, it's been a minute or two, so not too long. It's just 2 levels we need, so oh, that's actually a bunch. Okay, yep, that's wait, oh, More than enough. Oh well, 17 levels, not that much, but we can also, the solidified experience, we can actually consume them. So that's also a possibility. So if you run out of XP and you just need a little bit, use that solidify experience, works a great deal. Okay, let's do this. Just want to get rid of some of the stuff. I have a bunch of solidified XP already. I'm running out of space. Maybe let's just throw away this. Okay. I hope I don't throw anything away that we need. Actual additions is over here. Silver can go there. Capacitor can go there. Those three can go there. Oh, there's not a throwaway. Let's dump that. We want one bag and one stick. Of course, we want a lever. Okay, and then we combine it. This is instantaneous at least. So let's call it Enderman. Enderman. Oh, these man. Okay, got it. So now, since they're not really aggro, I'm just going to plop it right here. So it will get power right here. It's just so that we can hunt a bunch of Enderman when we need to. So we put this on there and we say active with signal. Okay, and then we put a capacitor in, it will charge. It's not active. I think that light comes on. Yes, it's active. Once that cooks, basically, once it's completely filled, it will spawn the Enderman, and that's the range it spawns in. Ooh, and it drains that power so much. Oh wow, 8,000 RF per tick. That's quite a bunch. Okay, so we definitely need to... Ooh, let's see if my... Hey, yes, finally my capacitor is starting to drain. Good. And it will spawn in a second, and I'm going to switch it off. Oh, it spawned 4, nice. And now we can see if we can find any more heads. But what we can do as well, we can put the spawner higher in the air, and then when they spawn, they fall themselves to death. You're not supposed to be able to teleport. I'm almost there. Is there a place I can stay where they can't reach me? What about in here? Yes. And not a single head was given. So yes, that's fun. Not really fun, but yes. But now finding Enderman would be a bunch more easy than it used to be. So I did show you guys that, and well, the episode is actually quicker than I thought. Let me quickly sleep. Okay, so as I was saying, I used a bunch of my time. What I was planning went over quicker than I thought. Oh, mixed signals in my head, don't worry about that. So I used most of my time to try and find the stupid Enderman. So unfortunately, I'm going to call it an episode. So in the next episode, I just got a reminder when we went over to the skeletons. There's that astral sorcery resource temple or treasure temple, or I don't really know what it's called. I'll check that out and let you know in the next episode. But we can go and tap that. You can tap the resources from it. So we might do that. And it only has limited uses, so you put a single block breaking block and with a chest next to it, and it mines it, and when it's done, it's done. So that's kind of cool. You get a bunch of resources. All the ores in the world spawns there. It has a chance to spawn. 51 RF boutique, only 51. Wonder how quick can we get up there? I think it's quicker to run. I think. Well, it feels quicker. Maybe just by the way it runs. How much are you giving? 112. So why are you only giving 51? Oh, there it goes. 83. Oh, it was probably filling that one up as well as it was going. Yep, now we're getting up there. No, still 83. Oh, interesting. Someone's probably using it. Oh, well, this one is filled. No, don't know. Anywho, so this is it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I showed you something interesting, at least with the spawners and combining. But anyways, well, I have to call it for years. So if you enjoyed the episode, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers!